So I'm going to show you how I made my original thank you cards. So first I started with a blank page, changed it to the average poster card sizing, changed the background to black. Then I just added this little outline that I ended up having to search for, and then just resized it and changed it to the color that I wanted before adding a header, which is the little logo scripture that I wanted. And then from there I added a subheading that said the name of my business, and I changed it to a different font that I think I'm going to keep consistently throughout my brand. And then I added a QR code that I made on a separate website and just add that from uploads. Then I put a little block square in, changed that color to black. Then I added just like a thank you heading, readjusted that to the size that I wanted, as well as matching it to the font of the first one. I did end up tweaking it a bit, so I added some neon, and this is the final thing.
I'm going to show you how to make my thank you art print with Avery Postcards 3380. And you download the templates and you put your design and you print it with borderless. You hit the print the first page and you make sure you turn around and print the right direction. So print your second, the back, and you fold it and then you detach it really nicely, and I punch it with the corner to make it smooth. And here.
Why do most brands put so little effort on the one thing that says thank you? It's always slap some logos and AI text into Canva, done. I didn't want mine to feel like ticking a box, so let's actually design this properly. To match the vibe of our swing tags and labels, I thought a postcard style thank you card would be perfect. Except instead of a picture, we'll draw something. I still wanted it to feel like a real postcard from Cleopatra's studio, so we sketched something like a dream closet tucked behind faded curtains that open to reveal a world of color. This is our Yia dress, the first design we're launching, and maybe some future potential designs in the closet. Played around the arrangements a little bit to make it look more like a postcard. And then for the back of the card, the actual thank you. I wrote this part by hand, and of course our brand is all about occasion wear. And we hope the pieces we design becomes part of your favorite memories.
Let's make new thank you cards for my small business. After having the same thank you card for about 6 months now, I'm getting pretty tired of it and it's time to make some new ones. First, I pulled 2 5x7 art boards. This will be the front and the back of the card. And you'll see soon that I add some hand-drawn embellishments that I did in Procreate on my iPad. Once I was happy with it, I sent it to Vistaprint to get printed. I got these printed on 5x7 uncoated postcards. The reason I like to get these printed uncoated is because I like to write each person's name in that little bubble area. It just personalizes the order a little bit more. And of course, the back is the free mini 5x7 art print that the customer can reuse.
I got a lot of comments like this one asking how I wrote my thank you notes using my Cricut. So I'm going to show you how. So I'll head to Cricut and I will copy and paste exactly what I want written on the thank you card. Then I will go up and pick the font Babette. I really like this font. It looks like handwriting. Here it is like up close on the actual thank you note, so it looks like I actually wrote it. Then I have the font as 25, letter space 1, line space 2.5. This is really important because right now I only have a thicker marker, so you want the lines to be spread out and the letters to be spaced out so that nothing bleeds together. Then you want to make sure that your operation is set at pen, and then you're going to click this little black square and you're going to choose the color that you're using and then what size pen or marker that you're using as well. Okay, don't judge, my mat is really dirty, but I am always going to make sure that I like to always place my mat like an inch in on each side. So you place it on that one thing, put it on the mat, then you're going to write the thank you note down here is where it's going to be placed. So you want to make sure that the side that has the thank you is up like this so that it does it correctly. My sticky's kind of coming off, but you're just going to put this in your machine. This is important. You want to take out the knife part so that it doesn't cut your paper, and then you're gonna put your pen in. So now I'm gonna go back to the Cricut and I'm gonna place it exactly where I want it to be. So I know another thing to remember is that you want it to be You want the box to be as close as possible because if it's bigger, it's going to take this space and you won't be able to line it up correctly when you're lining it up. So then I'm going to click make. I'm going to click on mat, confirm. Then this can be the tricky part. You want to make sure that you line it up with the mat in the machine. So I'm going to go down. I know that the line of where the fold is in the invite starts at 6 and then goes to 11. So I kind of want to place it like this because this is the bottom of the card. This is one side, this is another side, and that's the top so that it all fits in the card. Then I'm going to click continue. Then I'm going to click on cardstock. Then I'm going to go to the machine and press this button. And sometimes you might need to like help push it through. So once it's ready, this triangle button will be blinking. So you want to click on that. Then it will go ahead and start. See, and then you can just watch it work away as it writes. I usually do some work as it's going. Then it's gonna slide out. You're gonna click this button again, and voila, you have a beautiful invite.
So after some trial and error and a whole lot of paper and ink, I finally figured out how to make my own business cards at home. This is how they turned out, and let me show you exactly how I did it. You're gonna need some cardstock, your Cricut, a normal inkjet printer, and a computer. I designed my cards on Canva and then transferred them over to Cricut Design Space. I always like to start off by creating a template that I size to 6.78 by 9.18. That way I'm able to figure out how many cards I can fit on the print and cut feature. Once they're uploaded, I figured out that the max size that I could get for these cards was 3.38 by 2 inches. And you're pretty much going to create like 2 different layers. So you're going to start off by doing the front, the back, whatever you want to do. And you're going to put them next to each other side by side, following that guide that you have. I attached them all together, aligned it to the top, that way I knew they were straight, and then I attached just the 2 cards, duplicated it 4 times so that I could get 8 cards total on this template. I attached all those 8, and then I maneuvered the back of my card over the front, sent it to back, and then used my mouse to align it to the back as best as I could. Here it is again, that process that I was telling you guys about. And then I duplicated 8 times again, and then I reattach the back card 8 pieces to its own template. That way you have a front and a back. Now when it's time to send it off to the printer, I would recommend to send it off separately, just because for whatever reason when you sent them up together, like the registration marks weren't matching up for me. So once you send off the first one, it's going to print out, and this is where it's going to vary, like how you reinsert the paper back into the printer. It just depends on how your printer prints out the page. So this is how mine does it. So I'm going to insert the paper back like this, and then you have to cancel the cut, cancel it again, and then you're going to hide that first page and open up the second page. That way you have just that single individual page. Then you print it out, and now we're done with the hard part. So now what you're gonna do is put it onto your Cricut so that it cuts it. You can do it by hand with like a cutter, but I just feel like the Cricut's a little bit more precise. I cut on the heavy cardstock with more pressure, and then now you pretty much just get to lay back and enjoy the process and see how your cards turn out. This is how mine's turned out, and they really don't feel that much smaller than like the normal standard cards that you see out there. I've already made a couple, and I'm just gonna add these to the stack, and I hope this helps.
This is how you can print 100 thank you cards at Officeworks for $15. My name's Lucas. I own this streetwear brand called Men's Apparel. And this is how you can make affordable thank you cards like these for your clothing brand. As a clothing brand owner, Canva is your best friend. So once you open Canva, press create design and press custom size. Make sure you're in millimeters and then enter these measurements here. It will take you to a blank page. Here you can design what you want. You can even add these little icons by going to the elements bar. That's what mine looked like once it was done. From there, download your design and go to the self-printing section in Officeworks. From there, upload your design and choose the 4x6 option. Each card is 15 cents each, so I did 100, which totals to 15. From there, you pay for it and it gives you a little receipt that you scan, and then it prints it out for you. You even get these free covers for the cards. It does take a few minutes to print all of them, but once it's done, it's so worth it. That's what it looks like. And that's all 100 there. And that's how they came out.
Watch this, y'all. It's my hidden talent. Oh, you want me to do it again?
Let me show you how to make a thank you card for your business in under 3 minutes, including the back with a QR code. So first things first, what kind of paper are you using? I'm using a 100-pound cardstock from Michaels. I do use Canva for all my designs, so you're going to go in there and make your design however you want it. Make sure if this is the measurement you want for your thank you card to include every single space, because once you download, it will remeasure if it's different. For the app, you're going to use this little app for the QR code. You're going to input the URL and it will generate a QR code for you, okay? Once you have your QR code and your design done, you're going to go ahead and download under PDF transparent background. That is very important because if you don't click that, it will automatically assume you want a white background. So now you're going to open a whole new project on Canva, just a blank piece of paper, and you're going to go ahead and upload that PDF that you just downloaded. So this is where you go, you find it, and you press upload, and it'll pop up there, okay? So now you're going to go ahead and remeasure. I did 4 for one piece of paper, and this little tool helps you find out where exactly it is on the page and the size or measurements of each one. So you're going to do the front page and you're going to do the back page. Once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and download as PDF print, or at least that's what I do. I don't click any of these, but I do professional printing, and I go ahead and download it. So now once you've downloaded, you're going to name it whatever you need to name it to find it on your files. And once you have done that, you're going to go into your files, find the file that you named it as, and this is how it's going to pop up, okay? It'll just show the front page and the back page. You're going to go ahead and click print. Me personally, my printer doesn't like doing back and front printing, so I have to manually put the page back in. I'm usually doing a matte photo with I think it's high quality, and here I am putting the piece of paper. And this is why I tell you no background, because I don't know if you can tell, but in person, one of them has a little bit more darkness to it, and I just don't like that. So once you have the front, you're going to flip it on the short end and reinsert, or at least that's how I do it. Once you have the back, now it's time to cut. So this is an example of the white background. So here we are, cutting. And just like that, you have thank you cards for your business. I hope this helps somebody out there, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys.
This is pretty cool. You're going to want to see this. So I thought of something different with the whole thank you card thing. I know it's really common and popular, obviously. I don't know if anyone has done this. So if someone has, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to steal your idea. I literally just thought of it myself. But I know myself, when I'm guilty of it. When I receive a thank you card, I read it and I throw it out. I don't keep it because it's not, to me, the ones I get, I don't feel they're designed to be kept because they're not really like personal, if that makes sense. Like they have all the branding and things on that, which is great, which is what a thank you card should be. So I've twisted it a little bit and I've made 3. And to entice customers to keep them, it's a collectible promotion, if you will. So there's 3 different ones, and I just got them yesterday and they're so perfect. And I'm going to show you them. So if you collect all 3, you'll get a discount. And all you have to do is once you collect all 3, you just contact us or tag us or send us a photo of all of them or whatever, and then we will gift you a discount or something like that. So, and it's not just like a 10% off like that. It's like a decent discount. And we've also created a loyalty program where you can, as a customer, a member of Short and Sweeter Collective, you can earn and redeem points, and also do referral money bonus. So if you refer someone, they get money off, you get money off, and not a discount, like money. And I've created a whole initiative that's a page on my website. I'll probably do some sort of post on my Instagram explaining more about it, because my website won't be live for a while. But it's called Words to Keep, and these thank you cards are exactly what it's all about. So I'm going to show you them. And once you've collected all three, if you are wanting to collect all three, you can gift them to someone who you think it relates to, and they're designed to be sort of like affirmation cards to be put on your vision board or stuck on your mirror or stuck on your fridge. And I've done like little details to make them be kept as much as possible. So the first one, there's three. The first one is "You're the Sweetest," and it's just got our tag there, that's it. And I've made the edges curved just to be a little bit different and more soft and homey. And then the back says thank you, and then a space for me to write a handwritten note. This is one of three in our Short and Sweeter Words to Keep collection. Once you have them all, let us know and you'll receive something sweet. More info on our website, and then just a connect with us QR code, and then Short and Sweeter Collective. So that is what the back of all of them looks like. And then I'll do a handwritten here. I'm thinking of getting a gold pen, like the teacher in me. I'm just needing that really special gold pen that none of my students were allowed to touch, you know, for artworks and stuff. I think it would be right to get the gold pen back for this. Anyway, so that's one. And then the next one is something a little bit more plain and simple. Doing your best is enough. So that's another one. And then the back's the same. And then I'm trying to just not mess all of these up that way. And then the last one I've done a bit more funky and designed like with the name of it, Take Up Space. And it's meant to be, you know, funky and out there because you're meant to take up space. So that's the third one, and yeah, the back is all the same. So they're the thank you cards, and I'm so excited. I just did it on Vistaprint, and you can, upload your own, or you can use templates that they have, and it was really, really, really easy and super quick. I ordered these probably last week, and they arrived yesterday. So yeah, let me know what you think. I'm pretty excited. They're my thank you cards.